Hello everyone, my name is David. Today we are going to explain a movie named Miral, released in 2022. So sit with some popcorns, relax, and enjoy this movie. So, at the beginning of the film, we see a family where the husband's name is Hari, Hari's wife's name is Rama, and their son's name is Sai. They are driving home late at night when Hari receives an important call. To avoid network fluctuations, Hari stops the car on a deserted road to take the call. Just then, we see a masked person who attacks Hari. After this, the masked person comes to attack Rama and her son in the car. And then, suddenly, Rama wakes up from her sleep. Yes, friends, this was just Rama's nightmare, and she looks very frightened by it. Rama is actually at home where everything is fine. Still, we see Rama very disturbed. Hari tries to comfort her, but she seems mentally very disturbed. At one point, Rama even sees a dark shadow in the mirror, which scares her a lot. Seeing Rama in such a state, Hari first removes all the mirrors in the house. He then consults a doctor, but the consultation doesn't help much. From their behavior, we viewers understand that something has happened to Rama that has caused her condition to worsen. However, nothing is revealed to us at this point. Anyway, after that, we see Hari leaving for the office in his car, and as he leaves, his car crushes a small toy car that looks exactly like his own car. Now, while on his way to the office, Hari was talking to someone on the phone, asking for help. Remember this point, it will be important later. We don't get much from this conversation, but we get the idea that Hari is aware of Rama's problem. He's just keeping it hidden from others. In fact, he hasn't even told Rama's family about it. Now, when Hari arrives at the construction site for his work, a large concrete slab falls on him. Hari jumped away at the last moment. Otherwise, his death was certain. In this accident, Hari's car gets completely crushed. Now, it was just like that toy car getting crushed by Hari's car. Here, Hari's friend Anand supports him and drops him home in his car. On the other hand, Rama's mother shows Hari and Rama's horoscopes to the priest. The priest says that it is not good for Hari and Rama to be together because they are under threat, and to avoid this trouble, they must perform a ritual for their family deity. Rama's mother tells Hari about this, and Hari agrees to go to the village with Rama to perform the ritual for their family deity. That night, Hari meets his work friend Anand and tells him that he and Rama are going to Rama's village the next day, and that in the coming days, they will perform the ritual for their family deity. Hari insists that Anand should also come to the ritual with his wife. Anand says that he will definitely come after finishing his work here. The next day, Rama and Hari go to the village, and here we learn a few things about Rama's family. For example, Rama's father is very influential and highly respected in the village. He is also planning to run in the village elections. In fact, he used to be in the police and has connections high up. Hari and Rama's father are not on speaking terms because Rama had a love marriage, which has perhaps upset Rama's father to this day. However, he really likes Rama's son, Sai, and enjoys playing with him. While playing with Sai, Rama's father shows Sai some of his mother's old belongings. Sai finds a mask, which is the same mask that appeared in Rama's nightmare at the very beginning. Rama's father explains that Rama used to wear this mask to perform mime shows when she was a child. Sai takes the mask and goes outside to play. There, he sees a scarecrow moving, which frightens him. Rama comes over and takes the mask from him. Meanwhile, Hari and Rama's father finally talk to each other and decide to leave their past behind and start fresh, meaning their relationship is now repaired. Later, Hari asks Rama, "Show me your village. I've heard it's very beautiful." So they ride a bike around the village, interacting with various people. These interactions are very strange. The weirdest interaction is with a police officer, who Rama reveals is actually her cousin. This police officer is angry with Rama and wants revenge because her love marriage brought shame to their family. That night, Hari calls his friend Anand and says, "The village festival is tomorrow, so come early in the morning." Anand agrees, saying he will arrive on time. And we learn a strange thing. There isn't a single mirror in this house. We also see a worker named Ganesh. When Anand asks Ganesh for a mirror, Ganesh behaves very oddly. Anyway, that day there is a ceremony for the family deity, and we see several mirrors at the worship site. Rama's father is transferring all his property to Hari because Rama is his only daughter, and the inspector isn't happy about it. He causes some trouble, but Rama's father manages to handle everything. After the ceremony, Hari secures a significant construction project that night, making him very happy since everything started to go well right after the ceremony. However, the issue was that Hari had to go back to the city that very night to finalize the finances and the contract. Rama's father advises him not to travel so late, but Hari sets off with his family in the car. Shortly after they start their journey, they find the road blocked and have to take a diversion, leading them down an unfamiliar village path. On the way, we see a scarecrow again, which turns towards their car as it passes. On this unfamiliar road, their car gets a flat tire, and Hari changes it. Meanwhile, a milkman passing by tells Hari not to take this road at night because it isn't safe. Hari ignores him, changes the tire, drinks some water, and goes to relieve himself. When he returns, the water bottle is missing from the car. When Hari tries to start the car, it won't start. They notice that someone had put the water bottle in the car's exhaust, preventing it from starting. This is where the strange events begin. A man dressed in black plastic, looking like a scarecrow, attacks them. Blood splatters on their car, and this scarecrow man breaks their windshield. Hari steps out to fight him, but the man runs away. Hari chases him, and when he returns to the car, he finds his wife and son unconscious inside. The car is locked from the inside, and someone had poured petrol over it. Fireballs start coming toward the car from a distance, and Hari manages to stop them somehow. At one point, the masked man, looking like a scarecrow, approaches with a flaming torch, and Hari begins to fight him. During the fight, Hari gets knocked out. When he regains consciousness, he sees his car being driven away. Hari starts running through the fields and finally spots his car parked somewhere. There is no one on the seats, but there is someone in the trunk. Hari quickly opens the trunk, but Ganesh jumps out and starts running away in fear. Chasing Ganesh, Hari reaches a place where mirrors are hanging from trees. There, Hari finds an old, strange photograph and a very old ambassador car that's now just a scrap. Viewers are informed that 10 to 15 years ago, a family dealing in mirrors was traveling on this road in an ambassador car at night, but they died in an accident. What kind of accident? Well, people say that a scarecrow-like man wearing a mask killed the family. In fact, a milkman passing by at that time was also killed by the masked man. The point of the story is that the photo Hari found was likely of the mirror-dealing family, and the ambassador car might have been theirs too. Hari knew this story. As he continues running around, he finds his son's clothes. He finds out that his son was on top of a wooden tower nearby. Hari somehow gets his son down from the tower, but by then the scarecrow man had set fire around the tower. Hari somehow escapes the fire and chases after the scarecrow man. Here, the lights of a broken-down ambassador car turn on, and Hari sees a woman hanging near a tree. Hari thinks that the woman might be Rama, but upon removing the mask, it turns out to be a strange ghost that keeps laughing. Hari somehow brings his son to the car, and surprisingly, his wife is now lying inside the car. Just then, Hari's phone rings, and he addresses someone on the phone as Uncle. He then says that ghosts and such are trying to kill him. The call is mostly from Rama's father. Then he sees a poster with a photo of that milkman who was killed 10-15 years ago. This was the same person who had earlier warned Hari not to take this path. Just then, a ghost in a white sari appears and gives Hari that photo again. Then the scarecrow man also attacks Hari, but at the last moment, Rama regains consciousness and attacks the scarecrow-like man. Hari, Rama, and their son escape in the car. A little further down the road, he sees the milkman's bike. The milkman now looks like a ghost. He says, "I told you not to take this path, but you didn't listen to me. Now death will come to you." Then, the ghost in the white sari also appears. And finally, the scarecrow ghost attacks Hari. Now the scene changes, and we see Hari and Rama in a reasonably okay condition, sitting somewhere else. From there, they get into their car and go home. The next day, Hari drives to a location where he finds a car that looks exactly like his crashed car. As viewers, we're confused at this point, but I'll explain everything clearly, so stay tuned to the video. In that same colored Duster car, Anand was found dead, and here Anand's wife was alive, but in a completely shocked state. We are then taken to a flashback where, after the family deity's worship, we see a night scene. Hari received a call related to a big project and was about to drive to the city, but Anand said he would handle it. So he goes to the city with his wife and son instead of Hari's place. Then all the events we had seen so far actually happened with Anand and his family, not with Hari and his family. We finally arrive at the night of the incident, when the Scarecrow Man was making his final attack on Anand, and his wife was also caught in the struggle. At that moment, the mask of the Scarecrow Man comes off, and it was none other than Hari. Yes, friends, Hari was the one attacking Anand. And to explain why Hari was doing this, we are taken further into the past. The truth is, Hari's wife Rama was so depressed and scared because one day a masked man had broken into their house and assaulted Rama. Hari knew about this, which is why he had moved to a different house, but no one knew who the perpetrator was. That masked man might have also been blackmailing Rama with a video of the incident. In this situation, Hari meets with a hacker to find out who was behind all this. Now, remember I told you about a scene where Hari was talking to someone in the car? Well, he was talking to the hacker, asking for help. Hari finds out that Anand was the one responsible. Yes, friends, Anand was a bad, lustful person who had wrong intentions toward Rama. He assaulted Rama while wearing a mask, made a video of it, and was blackmailing her. In fact, he was also the one who tried to kill Hari by dropping concrete on him. When Hari finds out all this, he and Rama want to take revenge on Anand. So they lured Anand to the village and created a story around him that the village was haunted. They told stories about mirrors not being there because a family involved in the mirror business had died and so on. These stories were true, but they integrated them into their plan. They hired some villagers as actors who dressed up as ghosts to scare Anand. Now coming to that scene, when Anand's wife removes Hari's mask, Rama comes and tells Anand's wife how horrible her husband is. She throws acid on Anand, disfiguring him, and this leads to his death. Additionally, she crushes Anand's watch because it was the same watch she had gifted him. She considered Anand like an older brother, but he had treated her so badly. Now the story shifts to the present. Anand's dead body has been found in a car, and Hari has arrived at the scene. The police are also present, and Anand's wife is alive but remains silent out of shame for her deceased husband's heinous actions. The police try to book Hari as a suspect, but Hari's father-in-law uses his influence to silence them. Then, the father-in-law takes Hari aside, revealing that he was in on it with Hari all along. Yes, friends, the father-in-law helped Hari cover up all the evidence of his many crimes. This also answers why the entire story was initially shown from Hari's point of view. It was because Hari was explaining the entire plan to his father-in-law, and that's what was depicted in the film. The father-in-law even says, "I always think from a victim's perspective so that no evidence is left behind." So the point of view shown to us was meant to mislead us into thinking everything happened to Hari, but in reality, it all happened to Anand. Hari and Rama got their revenge without leaving any evidence for the police to catch them. In fact, remember that in the midst of all this, Anand received a call and he said on the call that ghosts were attacking him. Well, this recording existed and was found by the police. This again proves that no human killed Anand, or at least he lost his mental stability before he died. Moreover, there was a story about a mirror trader circulating in the village, so people believed the ghost story to be true. In short, revenge was taken very cleverly, and it was all blamed on ghosts. This is where the film ends. So, friends, this was the story of the film Miral, which is actually very simple but was made complicated on purpose. To summarize in simple language, Anand, who was Hari's friend, wronged Hari's wife, Rama. When Hari and Rama found out that it was Anand, they planned to kill him together. They lured him to the village, where an old ghost story was circulating about a mirror trader whose family was killed, etc. A similar incident happened to Anand. As a result, not only was Anand killed, but people believed that a ghost had killed him. Hari's father-in-law also helped him in this plan to erase any evidence. Now still, there are many questions you might have, and frankly speaking, they can't be answered because the entire film is full of plot holes. I can explain a few things like both Anand and Hari's second cars were brown-colored dusters, so that caused confusion. Then, in the movie's first scene, Rama had a dream about a masked man because she knew the story about the mirror trader. And then, the mask was part of her mind's play, so when her mind connected recent events that happened to her, it resulted in such a nightmare. Then why was Hari removing mirrors in the city house? No idea. Maybe Rama was scared of mirrors, or couldn't bear to see herself after that tragic incident. Why did Sai see a moving scarecrow? Don't know, maybe he's a kid, so he imagined it. That's the depiction we were shown. Or maybe they were practicing moving the scarecrow for their plan. How did the breaking toy car predict the future? Don't know, it was mostly a metaphor because in one scene, a burning brown duster toy car was also shown. So we can't say it was predicting the future, but rather it was an indication. The white car at the beginning, which was Hari's, was crushed just like the toy white car. Anyway, moving forward to the police side plot where the officer hated Rama. Maybe he wanted to marry Rama initially, but it didn't happen, so there was hatred. Well, this plot didn't lead anywhere. And last but not least, there was a character named Ganesh in the movie, who always looked very scary, but he didn't have much importance except that he ran away from the trunk. And of course, Ganesh knew everything about the plan, so you can see a pattern here of how this film introduces many plots, complicates them unnecessarily, but nothing really leads anywhere. The film might seem intelligent, but it's not intelligent at all. So without dragging this video any further, I'll end it here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please like and share it. Also, if you found any plot holes, do comment about them. If you have any questions about the film, well, those questions might remain unanswered because maybe no one has the answers. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We regularly upload videos like this on our channel.